What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another cooking series episode. In this one, we are making a bang bang crispy baked chicken recipe. So it's really very basic. As you could see, the ingredients were very minimal this time. So it's more so about the bang bang sauce as opposed to the chicken itself. But we are headed on a trip and we don't have much in the fridge right now. So I actually used a website where you can essentially plug in the ingredients you have right now, and it will give you a list of recipes that use only those ingredients. So I'll link that in the description. But yeah, so this is a recipe that I could actually make using the ingredients we had. So it's fantastic. It seems very simple, so I should be able to pull this one off. You can serve it just as chicken and dipping it into the dip, or you can serve it over a bed of rice, it says. So I'm probably going to do it over a bed of rice because I eat rice all the time, apparently. So that's kind of the plan, but very minimal. I'll link the actual recipe to the blog recipe so that you can see it there if you don't want to just follow along in this video format. Makes it nice and simple, but again, this one is super basic. So without any further ado, we're going to get started. So first thing that we need to do is we're going to crack 2 eggs into one bowl, and then we're going to put about a cup of cornstarch into the other one. If you haven't guessed it, yes, we're just going to start by battering the chicken. Okay, so before I start cracking the eggs and everything, I preheated the oven to 375, and then as well on a baking sheet, we just have a sheet of parchment paper. So 2 eggs in a bowl. Ooh. And then about a cup of cornstarch into the other bowl. Now, it doesn't call for it, but if I've learned anything from the other chicken videos I've made, it's that they always add salt and pepper to the cornstarch mix. So I'm just going to do that for some extra flavor on those. Okay, so we have the cornstarch and the egg mix ready. I got 2 chicken breasts here. It calls for a pound of chicken breast, but every time I make chicken, I don't know, I always do 1 breast and then I'm wishing that I had more chicken. So if you've seen any of the other videos, you know the drill with the chicken. We're going to cut this chicken in a single tap using some movie magic. And blam! Again, the movie magic. So for every other chicken one we've done, it's always been the cornstarch, then the egg wash. Now it is the egg and then the cornstarch. So I'm assuming that's how it is going to be. Oh, this is a gross fat chunk. So I'm assuming that's how they make it crispy, is they're just going from the egg into the cornstarch. So that is what we're going to do. And then we're going to fill this baking tray and we're going to give that a cooking. Okay, so we have our chicken on the pan. This is going to go in the oven for, I believe, 12 minutes. And then we're going to flip the chicken, put it in for another 5, and then this should be cooked. While this is cooking, we make the bang bang sauce. Okay, so now we are making the bang bang sauce. So to start, it calls for 2 tablespoons of just a sweet chili sauce of your choice. Then sriracha, it calls for 1 to 2 teaspoons. So I'm just gonna put a little bit because I'm a wuss when it comes to that. 1 tablespoon of honey. And then the last ingredient is low fat mayo. So for this, you're doing 1/4 cup. Give that a stir. This is literally all the bang bang sauce consists of. So again, super simple, but we had to find a recipe that used the ingredients we had on hand because we're not going to go and fill our pantries when we're not going to be here to eat it. That's the sauce. Doesn't look that good.
It looks like the spicy mayo that I eat on sushi.
I feel like the one in the picture looks way better, but I guess it always does. So literally after this, all we do is we're gonna, like I said, flip the chicken, put it in for another 5 minutes. So until that chicken is cooked, take it out, and then you can either eat it over a bed of rice or you can just dunk it straight into the sauce. So we'll wait and see how it is. But this was a super simple one, nice and quick, minimal ingredients. So perfect when you are in a rush, busy day, things to do. Why not? So the first 12 minutes of cooking are done. We're going to flip the chicken, put it in for another 5 minutes. And then I read way down the list that you want to, after it's cooked for the extra 5 minutes, you want to put it back in on a low broil for another 5 minutes to golden everything. And then whatever excess cornstarch is on there before you put it in for the broil, you just want to like dust it off. So we're going to flip this chicken and then we're going to put it back in there for another 5 minutes. Okay, so it finished the other 5 minutes. I dusted off most of the cornstarch. Now we're going to put it in to broil for another 5 minutes just to crisp the top and make it nice and golden brown, hopefully. So, okay, so the chicken is done. In this bowl, I have it on top of a bed of rice. So a cup of rice, the chicken, and then the bang bang sauce. And then over here, we just have our nuggets. I don't think they're going to be crispy, but I'll try just a nugget in the sauce. And then we'll also try it with the rice. Okay, so taste test just the chicken. It's not as flavorful as I was expecting it to be. You can really taste the sriracha, surprisingly. But overall, it's pretty good. Definitely was generous with the mayo, and I think it saved it because it added like a nice sweetness to it. Now I'm gonna try just the it on top of rice. I thought this was like a weird combination for some reason, but I mean, I guess you have like spicy mayo with like sushi, so I guess it makes sense. But I've never had like knowingly or like intentionally like myself made like rice with any type of mayo, but crispy, it is not, but tastes really good. So like for how simple this was, minimal ingredients, it tastes really good. Um, I like it better with the rice, but I like everything with the rice, so take that as you will. But yeah, overall, really good, really simple, fast, easy. Don't burn your parchment paper, but yeah, overall success. So I'll link um, the recipe down below, as well as the site I use to just plug in my ingredients so that you can play around with that and find recipes that suit your needs. But make sure to give this video a big old like. If you're enjoying these cooking videos, or if you want to see me cook anything else, don't forget to comment down below what you want to see me make next. These have been very simple, but there is a need for the simplicity. So that is what I went with. Once we get back, maybe I'll spend a little bit more time trying to get a little bit more complex with the dishes. But for now, these are awesome. Finding a lot of different ways to just cook chicken. I tend to lean towards chicken, apparently, chicken and rice. So different ways to eat it. That's exciting.
What's your rating out of 10 so we can compare?
Like rating out of 10, I give it like a 7, like a solid 7, for like in terms of like taste alone, like a 7 out of 10. It's like an 8 out of 10 recipe when you consider just the simplicity of it. But taste wise, I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. Just like it's not overly flavorful, but at the same time, for what you put into it, gets the job done. But hopefully you liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and turn those notifications on, because we post videos every single Saturday, a new recipe that we attempt to make. So stay tuned for those, and I will see you in the next video.